Hey guys and gals, November Charlie 4XL Lima, North Carolina for extreme lovers. No, I'm not. Just darling old man. For all you new folks, you don't really know who I am. That's okay. If you ever see this cup pop up on the funny book page, generally 2 means I'm going out for a park and probably spend 3 or 4 hours. And if 1 goes up, that means it's an impulse activation. Let's talk about activations. You're new. This is for the new activators. Those who are sitting at home contemplating putting together their package of materials that you think you may want or need when you go out. Today's video is going to sort of give you an insight on how you can do it a couple different ways and understand that there's no right way. There's several different ways that each of us, when we first start out and then we move up to a different style or different way or different equipment, we learn over time, and that's what you're going to experience. You can plan all you want on paper. Make sure you have a checklist of every piece of equipment that you're taking. Every piece. And that's down to a couple shortcuts that I'm going to give you that'll help you out getting started. First of all, I want you to remember this. Activating is not a race. Nobody's going to send you a check in the mail for your fine, outstanding job. It's self-inflicted. The pleasure comes from the contacts, not the contest. I know that's going to upset some folks, but please understand that Parks on the Air is not a contest. It's a contacts only. Many folks use it for different things. At contest time, when there's different contests going on, the bands, you have an opportunity to activate your first park under a less than stressful event. Because all the contesters are going to be cramming the bands real quick. Every half a KC, more than likely. Your job, if you so choose to try this, is very simple. Get you a piece of paper and a pen and go to your POTA park. Go to your POTA park. Sit there. Lesson number 1. Contesters don't care what park number you're in, so don't worry about it. I'll say it again. Contesting stations do not care whatsoever about your park. Your opportunity is to work the bands. Write down their calls. If the exchange is 59 North Carolina or 59 Alpha or whatever their exchange that they're looking for, just give them the exchange, go on about your business, and log it. Very simple. Go on to the next. Go on to the next. Those are legitimate contacts that you made while you were sitting in that park. Now, you have a choice. You can use a device. And I don't recommend devices for new people because it slows you down and puts you in a fluster if something happens on that device. So the old man does it the old-fashioned way, and you don't have to do this, but it's just a suggestion. When you first go out, write your call on a piece of paper. Write what you hear, not what you're guessing. Write what you hear. Make sure you have a UTC clock on your device. You may have an app that'll give you local and UTC time. That's a nice thing to have. Write down the frequency. Yes, if you're using other devices, that have all that information, then everything I'd say is wasted. But for a beginner, I would really suggest you start out that way until you get comfortable working it. Write it on paper. I'm going to share an incident that you'll understand. I run with KN4XP, and there are times that we, not me, that we will operate together, and he will try to run a laptop, and I'll run the paper. That's just how I do it. But Mike has learned, and I've known Mike for over 30 years, Mike also knows how to, with his laptop there, he'll run a notepad also. So when I call for a list, now again, I'm calling for a list. I am asking folks to spread out their calls. I'm writing the partial call signs I heard down. Mike is doing the same thing because it gives him time. He's not having to go hunt and peck on the laptop to get the call in because we're taking a list. So then when I'm out with Mike, and again, this is somebody I've known for 30 years, and we've run counties together. We've worked well in an automobile together. You learn the folks that you work with by their style too, and Mike knows how to keep up with me. Not many folks can keep up on a laptop when I run because I'm blessed differently than some, okay? But Mike will write down the partial calls with me. And taking a list gives you a chance to catch your breath, get a little cup of coffee if you like, or drink, whatever you have your beverage there, and go back. It's nice to know somebody's name. But for you new folks, the moment you type it in a device and it comes up, David, I know you typed it in a device because I don't go by David. And there's folks that are named Steve, but they don't go by Steven. When you call them that, they go by Steve, or they go by Rick. And if you look up their name, they'll give it their call sign. It'll give a first name, middle initial, and a last name. And you'll call them by the first name, and they go by Rick instead of an R. And that's one of the giveaways that you notice when new operators are running devices. So you'll learn the names over time, especially if you get hooked on activating a lot. Names of people will come automatically. They seriously will. Many times folks may give you their name. Write it down, especially if you're on using a paper logging and they say North Carolina is their state. Put an NC and keep on going, because those of us that log after the fact have great memories, right? But those little pieces of information that we wrote down can help us to verify that we got the call right, period. So you want to be an activator? That's one way to do it. Chase contests, they don't care about it. Log them in. Now, when you have completed your park activation, be sure to upload it. I don't know why folks would want to go out to a park and make contacts and not log it, not upload it for the rest of us to get credit and things of that nature. But there are folks that, believe it or not, they'll sit in a park for a couple hours and you'll never see their log go up. So that is going to happen. That's nothing that you and I can control. We're very dependent as hunters on the activator to do their part. For you new folks, don't let the issue with how do I upload. If you're on the POTA page and you go to log uploads, there is a manual. I have not used it, so I cannot share experience with it because I use N3FJP and I create the ADIF utilizing that program. If I'm in two different parks at the same time, I'll make the first log for the first park number. I'll duplicate that log and I'll do a bulk edit in N3FJP to change the first park number to the second park number. Now, that's how I do it. If I was in my threefer, I do the same thing. I create one completed log and make sure that everything is good the way I want it. Then I'll save it as the second park number, go in and do a bulk edit. Everything's good to go. I've created the ADIF. I'll save it again as the third park number. Go in and do another bulk edit on the park number to change it to the third park number, and I have all three logs done. There are other software programs for those of you that use other software programs that will give you, if somebody's in two parks, you type in the first park number and a comma, I believe, I don't know, and it allows you to go to the second park. Or if they're on the spotting page and you put their call sign in, it brings up automatically where they're at. Now, that's technology that I am not savvy to at all. And for you younger folks that utilize devices and that does that for you, that's awesome. Whatever works for you. The primary thought today here is folks that want to get out and try. Here's a couple opportunities to experiment with and see if it works for you. Now, here is another method before I close. I got a couple minutes and we'll close this up. Go QRP. Go 5 watts. Go 10 watts. Okay? And if you don't want to use the spotting page, just sit there and call and call and call and hope, or go to the spotting page with your 10 watts or with your 5 watts and spot the park number you're in. There is going to be a major difference in contact level when you run QRO, especially if you've been running 5 watts or 10 watts for an hour or so, and all of a sudden you get a little gutsy and you want to crank it on up. You as an activator are in control of your activation. Your style, how you operate, is how you should. Other folks may not like it. Well, just remember, we're not the only activator out there, so they'll spin the dial. They'll come back if they want to give you an opportunity. Many times when you're new, don't feel bashful and say, hey, guys and gals, slow it down here. I am new. I'm trying to get each and every one of you. People will slow down. People will understand we have a new activator who's got the infection of parks on the air. Go out and have fun. As I said in the beginning, it's not a race. It's not a contest. It's not how many you get. Propagation, none of us get to play with and control. We only get to play with and receive it, period. So if you have an opportunity and you want to go out, if nothing else, tag along with somebody you know. Go out with them and watch. Go out with them and run multiple operators. If you don't give a person an idea that you want to run with them, they're probably never going to ask you. I tell people all the time to come and give me an opportunity, but the hardest thing is for people to keep up because, yeah, I run hard. Each of us run hard in our own way. Welcome to activating your first park, your second park, going for your kilos, going for your repeat offenders, going for your operator, going for your eagles. The list is always growing. 73s, November Charlie 4, X-Ray Lima. North Carolina for extreme lovers. I'm not. Just dumb. Oh, by the way, don't forget my club call. November Charlie 4, Papa Oscar, POTA on 73s.